Welcome to the Fallen Oak Hide here in Melmerby in Cumbria, and this is a bit of a clue as to what this week's video is going to be about. We're travelling to one of Europe's premier wildlife hides to see what photographic glass in a wildlife hide might be able to do to enhance your experience. So it's goodbye from Melmerby and welcome to a -24 here in southern Estonia. Wow, it is absolutely magical here this morning. Welcome to Estonia. This is southern Estonia. We're only about 15 minutes actually from the Russian border, and we're here at Wildlife Dreams to meet Phil Gold, who's going to show us around his hide, show us his fantastic glass windows, and hopefully see some absolutely amazing wildlife. So come with us, enjoy this fantastic 3 days we've got here, and we'll show you around everything that Phil's got to offer, hopefully see some amazing wildlife and try and capture the essence of this place. And it's absolutely beautiful this morning. There's a lovely bit of light in the sky. I've got high anticipation. There's a lot of birds about already. We're going to start by following Phil around just to see what he feeds the birds and have a chat to him as we walk around. But it's absolutely magical. I can't wait for this. We're just so excited. Right, morning Phil.
Morning Jason.
Thank you.
Welcome to a really cold Estonian winter. It's -24, but the sun is shining, the trees are glistening, perfect for landscape photography.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Which I know that you do, as you were semi-finalist in the landscape.
Yeah, well, a long time ago, but yeah. When you drive the hoarfrost in the morning, it's magnificent, isn't it? It's absolutely fantastic. But this is your kingfisher pond, is it?
Our kingfisher pond.
It's what was it, -23 this morning?
Yeah, -23.
There's not going to be many kingfishers around at the minute, is there?
No, it might dent their bill. But no fishing. And in the summer, we have the kingfishers here. We have the raccoon dogs here, drinking at night. The badgers. Very magical, and of course it's a totally different experience with winter and summer, but we'll take you around the hide.
Real, yeah. We're just going to go out and feed the birds, and fascinated to see what setup you've got around here. Obviously, as a hide runner myself and a woodland hide, it's been fascinating to see the setup. I mean, it's just absolutely magnificent, the building. You get an idea how cold it is looking at these icicles here. Look at this on the side of the building. Wow. It's a fair old set of icicles. Yeah, so it's magnificent.
I do them for your gin and tonics. Just knock off a few.
Yeah, good idea.
So we have, in the summer, we have, obviously, this is a woodpecker and bird feeding perch. But obviously in the winter, we use the main valley.
Concentrated around the main hide. Yeah. So these are all available for feeding stations, and you've got a lot of windows here. You can accommodate a lot of people, Phil, can't you?
We can accommodate up to 20 photographers at one time. Every photographer gets a different shot. We will put different perches up for photographers, but the main thing is you can follow the light. So a lot of hides you can only photograph in the morning or evening.
Yeah.
Here you can spend all day.
Yeah.
And that is the main valley hide.
Wow, it's fantastic, isn't it?
The special one-way glass.
And this is the glass that we've come to see particularly. We'll have a bit of a chat about this later in our visit, but yeah, you can see from this side, really, really good. 2 low-level lights, glass windows here, which
for you can get low-level photography for our weasel.
We've got enough actually here, just popping down.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Is that a siskin over there? What's that on there? Is it a yellow?
It's a yellow hammer.
Yellow hammer.
Yeah. So the other thing that we use is a fat ball.
Oh, big fat ball. Yeah, big them, aren't they? Yeah.
And then we just literally
Just leave them out.
leave them out.
There's quite a lot of birds underneath the hide, actually.
Yeah, keeping warm. Just sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
And then we also use special
Like a peanut butter paste, is it?
peanut butter paste, but this is for wild birds
All right,
and for
okay.
animals.
Yeah.
Don't use
Ordinary peanut butter.
peanut butter, which has got too much sugar and salt in, which does not do
The birds any good.
birds any good at all.
Yeah.
So, and then we just literally paste that on,
Right.
and then the birds.
And it's lovely that you've got this lovely sort of lichen on these twigs, haven't you? You can see here a fairly big feeding platform. Got some grapes down here. Yeah, lots of sunflower seeds out. And you see the sort of view that people get from inside. If we look down here, there's some carcasses down here, which are for the birds of prey and the raptors. A bit hard this morning for them, bless them. Yeah. Some little
And
hole.
obviously the sunflower seeds feed all of our rodents in nice population.
Yeah.
So everything is ecosystem.
Yeah. Still,
The birds are.
there's lots of little birds just waiting for Phil to go and they'll all be down. Bit of a carcass down here. Is this some meat left here, Phil? Is this... So you get quite a lot of raptors here, don't you?
We do indeed.
Just tell us what you've had, what you've been getting recently. You've had some foxes yesterday, didn't you? Which would be interesting.
Foxes, so we have 4 species of raptors. So we have white-tailed eagle, goshawk, buzzards, and sparrowhawk. The interesting thing is the goshawks and the white-tailed eagles don't get on.
Yeah.
So
At the minute, I think you've got the whitetails of you.
whitetail, we've got at least 5 whitetails that are flying in and about. So and I always look for natural perches, just so that your shot is
Yeah. As natural as possible.
as natural as possible. And obviously we can change them, and we will change every perch for every photographer, or if the photographer has something, a shot in mind,
Yeah.
we will accommodate them.
I mean, just take a look at this kitchen. I mean, this is, like, without doubt, the most well-equipped hide I've ever been in. Oven, cooking facilities. They've got an air fryer, toaster, microwave, sandwich maker, fridge, freezer, fridges, and it's really warm. After you've been outside at minus 25, mind you, anywhere would feel warm really. Got 2 composting toilets, which is really good. Got this room here, which is like for working in. If you want to put something on the TV, you can do presentations. If you're a professional photographer, you could do some workshop work in here, showing some editing on the screens if you wanted to. They've got a kit room in here with just some bits and pieces in, very Christmassy looking. I think looks a bit like Phil actually. Yeah, it's maybe modelled on Phil, I don't know. It's even got a beer fridge. I mean, this is just like crazy, isn't it? Right, I'll take you into the main hide area. Just look at that. Oh my God. That is just amazing.
Very good, isn't it?
Oh, it's just fantastic, isn't it? You just feel like you need to whisper, but it's really well soundproofed, isn't it? You can just talk normally.
So normal dog doesn't go outside at all?
No, it's fantastic.
It's, you know, yeah, on the wine. We have to be
Right, Phil. Well, the reason we've come here, morning by the way.
Morning, Jason. Did you have a good night's sleep?
Beautiful, yeah.
Great.
Lovely in the hotel. Phil's got a deal with one of the local hotels here, stops and comes and picks you up in the morning, part of his fantastic service. But the reason we've come to see you, or one of the main reasons, not only to see your wildlife, is to look at your windows. So do you want to just start opening these up and we'll have a chat about them? What's the main sort of benefits of having these windows, Phil?
So that you can watch wildlife without disturbing it. So you get really close animal behaviour. You get animals that are frightened of human presence or skittish. So from your jays to your white-tailed eagles to your buzzards to weasels, foxes, anything. And then once actually the hide is in situ, it just blends in the background.
Yeah.
But the secret to the success is behind the door.
Behind the door. Come on then, show us. Well, you can see the first thing you notice straight away is that you can't see in.
No.
Great reflection coming out. And it's one-way glass, obviously.
Yeah.
And you can't really see what's moving about inside, and provides an excellent view outside. And you'll see from some of the footage that we've been capturing over the last couple of days, there's no loss of quality, I don't think, at all. Certainly not from my perspective. Looked at the videos, looked at the photos, and the quality of the images is fantastic. And I know some people have suggested you might lose a stopper light, but I don't know whether that's right, but actually it didn't seem that bad to us.
No, and the more that I use it and other photographers do it, that they're actually overexposing their images and finding, we didn't need to do that. You know, and this glass...
Do you want to... We'll just move down as we're doing them,
So if Nike were doing a hotel, you would know what it would get. Yeah. So anyone that comes to our hides knows exactly what we get. We are very good friends with Photologistics in Spain, who provide us the glass, and we're also a supplier for them, so we can, like you've come here, we can sort out everything for it and they can ship it all over the world. We're also set up a new company with a house builder in Estonia that builds A-frame houses, so we can now actually flat pack a hide for you, get that sent to wherever you are in the world, send the glass to you, and you could build your own hide, because wildlife tourism now is worth $230 billion.
$230 billion, that's a massive amount of money.
It is, but the beauty of it is wildlife isn't disturbed. Yeah. It's soundproof, and I just did an article on our website about the glass that I think in the next 3 to 4 years, if your hide doesn't have the glass, why, as a photographer, that you're spending lots of money on kit that Canon and Sony and everybody else is developing to have bad glass? You know,
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay, Phil, we've moved inside from a very cold and balmy, what is it, about -20 out there?
-20.
Really, really cold. And the first thing that strikes you when you come in here is just how warm it is. Fantastic, isn't it? Beautiful facility. We sat in here in t-shirts, you've got some heaters, it's heated in here, it's fantastic. And just a beautiful setting. You know, I have to congratulate you on the setup you've got here. It's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
All these tables are height adjustable, there's power, all sorts of accessories, there's beanbags for using, tripods, all sorts of accessories and everything that you'd need to support your wildlife adventure. And of course, the magnificent views outside. So it's just absolutely awesome what you've done here, Phil.
Thank you.
We obviously come to speak about the windows. We're in the inside now. We've had a look on the outside and seen the perspective, and hopefully the images and videos that we've been able to take while we've been here will demonstrate how good they are from the inside. Just a couple of things that we want to sort of explore in the video, really. One is about the cost of these windows, because they are quite expensive and there is a fairly significant outlay for them. I think we've discussed this and we've looked at the cost for our hide, and for people who've seen our hide, it's got 4 windows in it round the side, and the cost for the windows there would probably be about £800. Now that is quite an outlay for a new business like ours. What sort of cost benefit do you see on that then, in terms of your return on that investment?
Huge. at the end of the day, you want to observe and photograph wildlife without any disturbance, so you get all the natural behaviour and everything else. But also, people are spending vast amount of large money on new cameras, new lenses. All of the major camera manufacturers are bringing out new kit this year. You don't want to go to a hide and get substandard images, So I've known photologistics for many years, and they come to look at the hide before it was even built. And yes, it is an investment, but I think that it pays back its investment on the first time that a photographer comes, because they get stunning images, and a picture says 1,000 words. So, and I think within the next 3 to 4 years, if a hide doesn't have the glass, the photographers will vote with their feet and the image quality. So,
and I guess the specific challenge that we've been trying to overcome, and you've been watching our journey on social media, is a specific one around the birds of prey, and the sparrowhawk and the buzzards for us have been a real challenge. We've been getting them down onto a feeding table regularly. We've shown that on trail camera. They're there all the time, but when we have guests, they're very reluctant to come down. And I mean, I guess from your point of view, you're going to say that windows are really going to help with that. Glass.
Because as we saw outside, they couldn't see in, and as long as the person inside isn't wearing a white t-shirt, then they're not going to see. Also, it's soundproof, so we're having a normal conversation, and there's jays and there's woodpeckers, and jays are a very skittish and shy bird. And I was speaking to a very good friend in Gibraltar, and he said, "Phil, how's the hide coming?" And I said, "I've got 11 jays in the first day." And he was going, "Your hide is going to be a success, because jays are the first birds that come in. They're the security guard of the forest. So anything that around, jays will squawk and disappear." And yes, the jays are the first thing in the morning, then the woodpeckers. So
and we've photographed them loads here the last few days, so I can absolutely echo that. You mentioned sound. It's quite an interesting thing, that, because it's one of the things that Paula and I commented on. I mean, you've got to be weather sealed here because it's so cold in the winter, so we get that. And the windows do make it really soundproof. We're not talking quietly here. We're talking normally. You can't hear anything outside. The flip side to that is you can't really hear the wildlife. And certainly at our hide, one of the things we like about the fact we haven't got windows is that you can hear that wildlife, and it's quite an immersive experience, and we quite like that. What would you suggest if you wanted to go with the window option, but you wanted to keep the sound? Is there some options that we could work into that so that we could try and keep the sound coming?
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, Jason, because actually people that know me, I love projects, and I have projects as long as my arms. But we are certainly in the next couple of months, we were looking before Christmas to actually put closed circuit TV. So if you're at the back of the Kingfisher pond and there's something exciting that happens at the Valley Hide, you can walk through the hide and see it. But also we can then bring in sound to the hide. So you get that ultimate experience. And we've actually experienced that life at Natural East Bear Hide, where you can be sat in the hide and you can hear bears munching away. So that is definitely a positive that we are gonna put in. So
Can I thank you on behalf of Paul and I and Paul? Paul's just out of shot here, but Paul's been with us all the time. He's had a great time. He had his birthday here. So thanks for looking after us, and thanks for the sausage sandwiches. They were absolutely outstanding.
Glad you mentioned the sausage sandwich. I've made a rod for my own.
Now. Everyone's going to insist on sausage sandwiches now. Phil's world famous sausage sandwiches. Thank you, mate.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
What do you reckon to that then?
Absolutely brilliant. You would not believe what's just happened.
We're just coming to the end of our third day, and Phil's going to come and pick us up in about half an hour.
Less than that, we've only got like 20 minutes.
The last half an hour was just absolutely epic and really tells you everything you need to know about wildlife dreams. We had
one buzzard.
one, started with one, didn't it?
Yeah.
Then we
Then
had
it
a
multiplied.
buzzard and two
just
foxes.
kept on multiplying.
Albeit we didn't get the second fox on video, but we had the buzzard and the fox. And then, lo and behold, we suddenly had 3 buzzards right on plot.
Literally like 5 metres away.
Yeah, they were fighting.
They were fighting.
We were all
flying
clambering for
all over,
cameras
they were
and moving
stuffing
about.
the faces.
And then there was all the
They were
background,
doing
the foxes.
sexy over-the-shoulder look, as Paul says. The SOS look.
Yeah, so we didn't really know where to put our
Unbelievable.
camera really. It was all a bit frantic at the end, and yeah, that's really, I mean, undoubtedly, I think the highlights with that have been the last sort of 10 minutes, haven't
Yeah, but then just not only that, but there's foxes in the background while all of this is going on.
they? It was just.
Nuts.
And if you ever wanted an advert for the glass and how good it is, it was here. You know, the buzzards sit here, like literally
They've got no idea.
10 yards, no more than that, in front of you. And they're eating, completely unaware that there's 3 people running about like headless chickens, only 10 metres away, can't hear anything, can't see anything. Fantastic view, and yeah.
So many different shooting spots as well. There's so many bits of glass that we've been all over the place.
Right,
It's been mental.
the guys are coming back. Please follow the link to this place. It's absolutely amazing spot. You will
Hi.
not have a better wildlife experience anywhere in Europe, I guarantee it. So, until next week, we'll catch up with you later, folks.
Bye.
Oh, mate.
You would not believe what you've